Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on Bitcoin. We will take a look at the 4-hour time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 4-hour in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 4 hours. So while this here may look like a few weeks worth of time, it's actually just the past several days broken down into 30-minute times, or excuse me, to 4-hour time slices. I like to do the 4-hour. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price and just makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. And because the crypto markets are open 24/7, from my perspective as a presenter, it allows for me to keep a chart that remains relevant for as long as possible. And, you know, that's ideal for me. Obviously, I don't want to spend all the time doing this and then having the chart be irrelevant within 10 minutes. But by using the 4-hour and talking about more so broader time areas on the chart and price levels, it just allows for the chart to remain relevant for as long as possible. I did this one on Friday, and at that point in time, it was really a big question of, hey, you know, the bulls are trying to break out. Was this the start of something bigger? And yeah, they temporarily broke out. However, you know, that didn't last very long. And then today, and really the past couple of days, price rolled back over and down it went. And the bulls are currently trying to recover right now. So give some credit where credit's due. You know, from where it was down here, the price is now starting to bounce. However, that was definitely right here a pretty deep pullback and a pretty quick pullback from, you know, going from breaking out to all of a sudden being down there. I mean, welcome to the wonderful world of volatility and cryptocurrencies, I suppose. But what I want to map out going forward is this trend line here that I noticed, and I think it's a good kind of overall indicator of the progress and health of the bulls. And that area is right here at that orange line right there. I mean, if you go back through the history of the chart, you can see it's actually, whoops, let's get that line out of there. So let's see, there we go. There we go. All right, here we go. So now we're ready to go. And if you go through the history of the chart, you can see that pretty impressively, actually. I mean, when you use that line there and then just start drawing it upwards, you can see it did a great job of forecasting this congestion of lows, bounced directly off the line there, bounced directly off the line there. Fast forward to today, once again, bounced directly off the line there. So this is definitely a very important trend line going forward. And as it stands right now, the price isn't even close to testing it. But in the event the price does pull back to this level and then falls below it, in my opinion, at that point in time, price is probably headed down to right around 12,500. And know that level is not just random. It is coming from a method to the madness, if you will. And that's simply down here at this big congestion point of support on the chart right here. So, I mean, that's a beautiful thing, though. No such thing as a guarantee. So just because the price may fall below that orange line, it's not guaranteed to head down to 12,500. But I mean, if you just go back here through the history, you can see that the chart has quite a bit of a track record of, you know, pulling back to this area. And so far, so good. I mean, holding up above it besides this one time where the price came down there. But other than that, the price has done a great job of holding up above it. So we'll see what happens. But to be totally fair to the bulls, right now the price isn't even close to even testing that orange line, let alone breaking to the downside. But there is some, you know, downwards momentum right now. And the question just becomes, is this a temporary little pause before it continues? Or maybe this is some sort of leveling out where the price can try to get back up there around 16,500. But one day at a time. And for the traders out there, I'm sure they're glad to see this volatility back. And we'll have to see how things continue to unfold. I plan on doing this one 24 hours from now. So it'll be interesting to see how the chart looks at that point. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.